U.S. citizens are getting caught up in President Donald Trump's immigration crackdown. That's where we're starting the 7 from the Washington Post. I'm Hannah Jewell. It's Monday, December 8th. Let's get you caught up with today's 7 stories. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem held a news conference in October. She was asked whether U.S. citizens were being detained in an immigration enforcement operation in the Chicago area. Here's what she said.
There's no American citizens have been arrested or detained. We focus on those that are here illegally. And anything that you would hear or report that would be different than that is simply not true and false reporting.
Latino U.S. citizens and lawful residents have told the Post a very different story. The Post identified several cases of U.S. citizens being targeted by immigration enforcement agents that are documented in video and witness accounts. In Chicago and elsewhere, they described being detained for hours and, in some cases, days. Lawyers and community leaders say there are many more cases involving people too frightened to come forward. In September, the Supreme Court cleared a path for immigration officers to use skin color as a factor in determining who to stop and ask about their legal status. President Trump has escalated his anti-immigrant rhetoric in recent weeks. And as his crackdown unfolds, many leading Democrats who pushed back on Trump's immigration policies during his first term are staying quiet. President Trump hosted the Kennedy Center Honors last night. That's number 2. It has been a dramatic year at the storied arts institution in Washington, D.C. Since Trump took it over in February, a leadership purge brought about mass firings and resignations. Ticket sales have plunged, and critics have accused the president of politicizing an American landmark. Last night capped Trump's takeover. The president took the stage as the first head of state to act as the show's host. He appeared to be enjoying himself as he introduced the honorees. They included glam rock band Kiss, country music legend George Strait, actor Sylvester Stallone, and disco star Gloria Gaynor. Trump addressed the room several times to deliver short remarks and jokes. He got several laughs from the reliably pro-MAGA crowd. Speaking on the red carpet, Trump said he had personally approved the honorees from about 50 names, and he joked that next year he would nominate himself. Number 3. Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro is aiming to wait out President Trump. Trump has threatened military action against Venezuela over accusations the country is supporting the drug trade. The U.S. has been blowing up boats it alleges are smuggling drugs and flying warplanes near Venezuelan airspace. 5 months into a massive U.S. military buildup in the Caribbean, Maduro is feeling the pressure but refusing to go into exile. According to a report published this morning by The Post, Maduro is opting to dig in and wait out Trump's threats of an imminent attack. But Maduro is also increasingly fearful of a U.S. strike on critical Venezuelan infrastructure or an attempt on his life. So he has tightened security and limited his public appearances. He has also deepened ties with allies Russia and Cuba. Number 4. For the first time this century, child deaths under 5 are projected to rise. According to a new study from the Gates Foundation, the number of children who die before their 5th birthday is believed to be rising. The study points to significant cuts to international development assistance from several countries as a key factor behind the rise. And if 20% funding cuts continue, researchers predict 12 million more children under 5 could die by 2045. That goes against the progress made in recent decades thanks to scientific advances and social development. President Trump has presided over the dismantling of the U.S. Agency for International Development since his return to office. The impact of his cuts have been felt across the world. but the problem predates his second term. In 2023, the World Health Organization was already warning that progress on infant deaths had stalled. Number 5. Scientists discovered a powerful new way to combat the effects of aging. As you may remember from middle school biology class, mitochondria are the powerhouse of the cell. They turn food into energy and play many important roles in human health. They fight viruses, starve parasites, and synthesize amino acids, sex hormones, and other chemicals in the body. They also diminish with age. Scientists at Texas A&M University have discovered a way to fight back. They did so by creating mini mitochondria factories, teaching stem cells to create and deliver new mitochondria to damaged and aging cells. This method needs to be proven in clinical trials, but the hope is that it could eventually be used to supercharge cells to fight diabetes, muscular dystrophy, fatty liver disease, and more. The college football playoff bracket is set. That's number 6. The top 4 seeds and the first-round byes that come with them went to Indiana, Ohio State, Georgia, and Texas Tech. Then the College Football Playoff Selection Committee examined the cases for Notre Dame, Miami, and Alabama into the wee hours of Saturday night and again on Sunday morning. They eventually settled on Alabama and Miami to get the final at-large spots. Sorry to Notre Dame fans. The 12-team tournament begins December 19th. You can see the full schedule at the link in our newsletter. Find that in our show notes. Or if you are a fan of the other kind of football, that is, soccer, you can also see the World Cup draw in our newsletter today. That was set in an elaborate ceremony at the Kennedy Center on Friday, in which Trump received a Peace Prize from FIFA, the sport's global governing body. Go check it out to see if your favorite team or country is likely to breeze to victory or be crushed by Brazil in the group stage. And at number 7, poop from spotted lanternflies is changing the taste of honey. Spotted lanternflies are an invasive insect that have wreaked havoc on American agriculture. That's why if you ever meet one on these shores, you're meant to squash it. Those bugs that remain unsquashed, however, are having an unexpected effect. They're changing honey with their poop. In late summer and early autumn, bees are attracted to lanternfly honeydew. That's the poop-like substance they leave behind after slurping on tree sap. The busy bees then carry it back to their hives and use it to make honey. Enter humans, who thought, how can we monetize this? Some are bottling up the honey and marketing it as their fall offering. Some of those who have tried it say this poop honey just tastes weird. A professional honey taster, however, described its most common notes as smoky, savory, salty, resinous, or lightly fruity. It may even have medicinal properties. But that doesn't mean you should stop squashing lanternflies. All right, you're all caught up. For your next listen, check out the latest episode of Try This. It just came out this morning, and it's hosted by friend of the Seven, Christina Quinn. This season, Christina and her guests will teach you all about giving. Episode 2 dives into all the ways you can make charitable giving a part of your budget, even if you think you don't have much to give. Washington Post finance columnist Michelle Singletary offers some great advice on how to do just that. Find Try This wherever you listen to podcasts. I'm Hannah Jewell. I'll meet you back here tomorrow.